So let's continue from what we have been learning about Yoga Vasistham. So so we already talked about who is the author of Yoga Vasistham and then how Yoga Vasistham came about. Talked about where when Rama Valmiki was talking about Rama's story to Rishtanemi, and then he was explaining the the life of Rama to Rishtanemi. Because he was asking what's required for to get out of samsara. That was the question Arishnami asked Valmiki, and he was trying to explain um, Rama's story. So I said that if you understand Ramayana, then all your doubts will be cleared. So he during that conversation, he started explaining the Uttara Ramayana, which is part yoga system is part of Uttara Ramayana. So Rama, he explained Rama completed his education and came back and visited different places after permission from his father. Once he came back, he appeared as not interested in this life, staying lonely. Based on this observation, Dasharatha talked to Vasishta. Vasishta said, "Don't worry about it." In the meantime, Vishwamitra came in to ask Rama for yajna protection. Vasishta advised Dasharatha to send Rama. It will benefit Rama. And then during the conversation, Vishwamitra learned that Rama is staying lonely and showing any interest in anything. Then he talked for some time and then told everybody that don't worry about it, about Rama. He appeared to be in Vairagya after contemplation, after visiting some people and talking to different people. He is contemplating on what he has seen, what he has learned. So based on that, he appeared to go into Vairagya. So this Vairagya is coming from Vivekam. That's a good thing. That's one of the qualities of a person who is qualified to get Brahmajnana. So said that in the meantime, Rama came and did namaskaram to the gurus, Vasishta and Vishwamitra and his father Dashratha. And when Vishwamitra asked a question, it looks like you have some questions. Do you have do you want do you have any questions for us so that we can answer them? Rama asked different questions. In terms of he explained his experience with the different people, from money to desires to ego to the body name. So he has gone through all these different uh, themes, different thoughts, different ideas. He explored, and then based on his process, he had certain questions. So ultimately, he basically asked the question to them with all these things around us, with the desires, ego, money, um, the age, which is related to the body, um, time, how do I uh, how do I not get how do I do karma without ragam and dvesham? Because the samsara looks like is a, it's a he gave an example. Looks like I'm in an ocean, but how can I not get wet while I am in the ocean? So it's literally impossible. So I am asking for guidance. I'm not interested in any of these, and I want it to be stay peaceful and without emotions. So that was his question, and the whole place became silent when he asked the question. Everybody was kind of digesting what Rama said so far, because I mean it is Valmiki uh, documented his all his conversation in 18 chapters. So he has gone into the depths of analysis for each of these aspect I was talking about. So after listening to the whole conversation analysis from Rama, everybody is trying to sync what he said just now. And while everybody is thinking and the whole sabha went silent, Vishwamitra and Vasishta, they basically appeared to be happy and basically said that I don't think there is any. Vishwamitra said that he said that I don't think there is anybody in this world um, who has analyzed like what you have done, and they probably may. I don't. There was nobody before you like you, and nobody like may not be like you in the future. So they praised him, and because you have asked the question, we will answer, and you have enough sukshma buddhi to understand the answer we are going to about to give, because to be able to gain to understand the brahmajnana there are certain qualities, and we actually discussed about this in the beginning of the yoga system. So these qualities you already have it. Based on your analysis we can tell you have those qualities. You are eligible for brahmajnana. So whatever we are able to say, you will be able to, you will understand, and you will be able to digest it. And, that will answer your question. There is a, that not there was, at that point, Sukha Maharshi was still there. He was there. We see Sukha Maharshi in Mahabharata, written by Vyasa, right? So we also see him there as well. So Sukha Maharshi was is a son of Vyasa, and during the in the Sabha, Vyasa came. He was listening to this conversation. So Vishwamitra actually showed him. His name is the person whom you see is a dark complexion person. His name is Vyasa, and he has a son. His name is Sukha Maharshi. So he at the very young age, as a teenager, he was a through the contemplation again, vicharana. Through vicharana, or contemplation, he got vairagya just like you. And so this vairagya, whatever he got, is again through vivekam, because that is through not a temporary vairagya. So he asked his father the question. The exact question is, he he basically asked that, when did this samsara um, really born? When did this whole thing, this samsara born? How did it born? And how long it is going to exist? How does it really exist? Where does this really exist? So he was um, trying to understand samsara. So the Vyasa listened to this question and basically said that, uh, he gave he gave the example of snake and rope. So if you have, let's say, you saw a rope and you thought that it is a snake, and then after some time you observed clearly, and then you saw that that snake was, it's not a snake, it is a rope. So the first time when you thought, when you saw the rope and thought that it is a snake, that's when your ajnana started. When you have you have seen the, um, or you tried to observe the snake and saw the rope, that's that's when your ajnana ended, and that means you came into jnana. Samsara is exactly the same. So as long as you think that this samsara is real, just like you thought the snake was real, it is, you are in ajnana, so obviously you are in samsara. When you realize that that is not a snake and it is a rope, so you understood, you have the jnana now, so your ajnana is gone. That's when your samsara ended. So he gave that example and he explained to Sukhamarshi. Sukhamarshi thought for a moment and then told his father, Father, I already know this. Through the contemplation, I realized that the but I'm not able to. Uh, it is just a theory for me. That's what he was trying to say to his father. And I wanted to. Do you have any more explanation beyond this? I want. I don't think I have. I completely understand or completely experience what you're saying. Theory, I also understood what you're saying. So Vyasa said, um, I also know this much, but there is another person whose name is Janaka. So he will be able to explain or enlighten you. Uh, Again, so one of the things we have to notice this here is, it's not about uh, who is who has the great knowledge, or who has the um, who is greater than, one person is greater than the other person. It does not mean Vyasa, Janaka is superior to Vyasa, or Vyasa is superior to Janaka. So one of the things which one should be, again be said, it is Brahmajnana is only for the open-minded person. So it is not about comparing the people. And so he could not answer Shuka's question here. So Vyasa is redirecting him to Janaka. So it does not mean that he does not one is superior over the other. It only simply means that that particular situation, Vyasa realized he needs a guru. So he's talking to him as a father. So he needs somebody who can explain him better than he can explain to his son the relationship, father-son relationship, and is different compared to guru. So he asked him to approach Janaka. So he went to Janaka to understand the same question. I mean, he was trying to ask the same question to Janaka. He went there. So he told he was outside the palace. So he told somebody, I would like to meet Janaka, son of Vyasa. My name is Sukhamarshi. I'm here to I have some questions to get answer from King Janaka. So the person went inside and told Janaka that Sukhamarshi has come. He wanted to get some answers from you. So listening to why uh, Sukhamarshi came, he told the person to, okay, tell him to wait outside. Normally, Janaka, whenever in any person with the caliber of rishis comes to his kingdom, he generally tells him to, he generally goes outside and he invites them to into the palace with respect. But this time, when he listened why Sukhamarshi is here, he did not ask him to come inside. He did not give permission to Sukhamarshi to come inside. He basically asked him to wait outside. And he kept him waiting for 7 days. So Sukhamarshi was outside Janaka's palace. He was outside. Nobody, I mean, the person went and asked him to wait. So he was simply waiting. Nobody really cared about whether he has eaten food. Nobody cared about whether he was sitting, standing, sleeping, did anybody any clothes. So nobody asked him anything. So Sukhamarshi was simply waiting outside. And then after 7 days, so Janaka asked the person, bring can you bring Sukhamarshi inside and ask him to wait in the palace. So gave him his room. Still, he did not meet him. He asked Sukhamarshi to wait in the room and he gave all the facilities uh, to him, all the food he wants, all the women who are working there, all the other great bed. He has the best environment you can ever have. He has given all those things to him. He was simply just like he was sitting outside when he had nothing. Nobody has even asked him anything. He was sitting outside. Similarly, he was sitting in the palace. Among all those things, he was simply sitting there. And he did not ask for anything. He had everything, but he only took what he wanted and sat and observing everybody. He did not do, he did not talk, he did not ask for anything. He did not even ask why, where is Janaka, why am I sitting? So he was there like that for another 7 days. So after that, King Janaka asked his servant to get him to him, get Sukamarshi to bring him to his presence. So we'll stop here today. Let's get into meditation. Please remove your glasses, your legs.